Good morning, everyone. It is actually morning where I am. Probably isn't morning when you're watching this, but good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever, I don't know. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more of like a story time slash haul slash Accutane progress update. It's going to be a mix of all of those, but mostly what I want to do in this video is to educate people on Accutane because I feel like people are really uneducated about it. They think it's just such like an easy prescription to get on and to start, and it's not. I'm here to give you the good, the bad, and ugly about it, so let's just hop right into it. Obviously, Accutane, if you don't know what it is, it's a totally transforming prescription pill, drug, whatever you want to call it. It completely eliminates acne while you're on it and after. I've only taken two pills dose. So obviously not much has changed. Before I actually get into the nitty-gritty, I want to kind of give some backstory and kind of how I got to this point. And also disclaimer, it can be different for other people. So if one person had a different experience or one person had different side effects, that's their personal experience. Mine's probably going to be different from everyone else's, so don't take this all with a grain of salt. So this story starts all the way back when I was 11 years old and I had my first huge breakout. Not on my face, not on my chest, but on my back. Back of it, down my back, all over the back of my neck. Like, it was just crazy and it happened out of nowhere. I hadn't even started puberty really yet. I had just kind of, I knew what it was, and like it was just out of nowhere. And that was when I got prescribed my first ever pill. I took 5 pills. The first one I think was called minocycline or something along the lines of that, and it was a daily oral pill that you took, and it was supposed to change your hormonal composition to kind of eliminate acne or at least calm it down a little bit. And that did not work for me at all. But they didn't want to prescribe me anything too strong because I was also 11 years old and I was going through puberty, so it was a very like light pill, if that makes any sense. I remember just being really disappointed because I had really gotten myself excited to, not have acne anymore, and by this point I had maybe a couple pimples on my face, but it was not that bad at all. It was mostly my back, and I was super insecure because, again, I was a dancer, I was wearing leotards, I was wearing spaghetti straps, so I was just really exposed, and I knew I was getting judged by people. So I was trying to just keep my mood up, but in the back of my mind, when I was like at the bar, I would be like, oh my god, the girl behind me is disgusted. She thinks I don't watch my back. Like, I was just so insecure about it. So when I had turned 13, I had taken a 2-year break because I was just super disappointed. When I was 13, I had actually gone to my first dermatologist to talk about different options, and Accutane was brought up. And at that point, I had heard all the side effects about it from my dermatologist, and my mom had gotten really worried and scared. So that was when she was like, we're not going on Accutane. She's 13 years old. Like, we're not doing that. Like, she's not going to have to get her blood drawn, everything. It was just crazy, and she just decided not to end up going on to put me on it. I wasn't put on a medication. I was put on a bunch of topicals and a bunch of like toners and scrubs. I wasn't really put on pills quite yet. When I had turned 14, he had put me on a prescription, and then I can't remember all the names. And then about 6 months into that, we stopped that one and tried a new one. So by this point, I had tried 3 prescriptions and they didn't work. When I had turned 15, I had tried a prescription called spironolactone, which is the one that broke me out. You can watch that video on my channel where I had a huge allergic reaction to this prescription. It was not cute and it was not working for me. And I did that for 6 months. So I was having breaking out in hives, the worst like pains I've ever had in my whole life, just for nothing. Like, it wasn't changing my acne at all. I stopped that one, and then he prescribed me one more, which I can't remember the name. I just ended it like 3 months ago. I can't remember it, and that one, it worked a little bit, drying out my face completely, and it was scarring me, and it was just not that cute. So that was when I had brought up the idea of Accutane about a month and a half ago. The idea of Accutane, and he was so completely on board with it. And that was when we kind of had said, we're gonna do this, like, let's just start. So the actual starting Accutane is a 30-day process. So from when you have your first consultation to getting your first prescription, there's a 30-day window. So on that first consultation, so example, June 1st was my first consultation. You talk with your doctor about the options, you talk with your doctor about the side effects, and on that first consultation, they register you in a program called iPledge. Now, if you're not familiar with Accutane and the risks of Accutane, getting pregnant on Accutane is absolutely unacceptable. It causes birth defects, and it's just, yeah, you just can't get pregnant on it basically. So I don't know if males probably, I don't really know. I know for females though, every female has to be part of the iPledge program to be on Accutane. Your dermatologist registers you in the program. So at your first consultation with your doctor, they make you sign a bunch of contracts saying like, you're not gonna get pregnant on it, and your doctor's told you all the side effects, like all the risks about it. And then your dermatologist registers you in the iPledge program, and then about 5 to 10 days after that, you get sent a letter in the mail with your username and password to get into your iPledge account online. So basically, I'm gonna explain this a little bit better like in a calendar. So June 1st, you have your first consultation. Anywhere from June 5th to June 10th, you get your letter with your username and password. And then you have your last consultation, or your second consultation, sorry, on June 30th. And then on June 25th, going back, you have to do your pregnancy test and your blood work. So if that gives you kind of a better idea of what the 30-day process looks like, there you go. So yeah, every 30 days while you're on Accutane and after Accutane, you have to do pregnancy test and blood work, and that's just so they make sure you're not pregnant, but also they can watch your cholesterol levels, because your cholesterol can go up while on Accutane, so they want to just keep that all in check. It's editing Leia here. So I just watched this clip, obviously because I'm editing the video, and I just want to mention that when I said you have to do blood work while you're on Accutane and after Accutane, I meant that you do blood work every 30 days while you're on Accutane, and then you do it 30 days after you finish Accutane, not for ever, because it sounds like I'm saying like you do it forever. No, you don't. Just 30 days after you finish Accutane and every 30 days while you're on it, if that makes any sense. I'm hoping that that can give you some more backstory to going on Accutane. Also, if you have any questions, like just DM me, like I will answer them if like you're considering Accutane as an option. So just DM me and I will answer any questions, because it is a really confusing process, I know. So yeah. Also, on your first consultation day, they give you a like huge iPledge packet that has like 3 or 4 different pamphlets, and you have to read all of them. And that kind of all goes with the quiz/survey you have to do before you get your prescription. So once you have your second consultation and you do your survey, there's a 7-day pickup window. I don't know why that is, that was never explained to me, but you basically have 7 days to pick up your prescription, and that includes calling it in, waiting for it to be ready, and then picking it up. So for me personally, it took me about 4 days, and that's because mine was over the weekend, so it took longer, but probably in the future it won't be like that, but that's how it was this time. So you actually get your Accutane in a box. It comes in blister packs. I'll show you an unopened one just so you guys can kind of see like what it looks like. Are really hard to open when you have acrylic nails. So yeah, it comes in like these really cute blister packs in 10s, and then there's 2 more in here. So they come in like this. For me, I'm right now, this, by the way, this will fluctuate because every month it's gonna be a different prescription, but I'm currently on 40 milligrams. I thought it was 30 for some reason, but no, it's 40. I'm on 40 milligrams. I take 1 a day with my biggest meal, which is usually lunch or dinner. I don't really have a big breakfast. So now we're gonna get into products that I always recommended. Now, like I said, I've only been on Accutane for 2 days, so I don't know how these products will affect me or if they'll even work, honestly, because I've just been using them. And also, I would have filmed this video earlier, but not all of my products have come in the mail. Well, now they have, but before they didn't, so I wanted to wait till they all came in the mail. So the #1 side effect that happens immediately is dryness, and I have 100% been feeling that all along, like right here on my neck and my ear, my lips, and my eyes are super dry. So for lips, I always recommended Aquaphor. But the thing about Aquaphor is, 1, it's super expensive in like the bigger packs of it, and 2, I wanted just a big one that I can just take it with me everywhere. This is the Walmart like Accutane beauty brand, It's basically Aquaphor in a giant tube that's like $3, and yeah, I've been loving this. I put it on before bed, I put it on after my shower, I put it on when I wake up. Like, I just use it all the time. And now for body wash and face wash. While you're on Accutane, you don't have to wash your face. I mean, you have to wash your face, but not with, like, for example, this benzoyl peroxide wash. You don't have to use this, but you can just use like a sensitive like fragrance-free Dove body foam. I love this one. I actually used it before, but just like in the lavender scent, but I got this one unscented and for sensitive skin. And then, just in case if I do have any breakouts, which I will, because acne actually gets worse before it gets better when you're on Accutane, I was prescribed this benzoyl peroxide wash. I actually used this before, so I know that it won't like affect my skin or anything, but I'll probably not use this too often. I probably will use just this one bottle for the entire time I'm on Accutane. And these next two my doctor actually prescribed and were actually covered by my insurance. This first one is a giant tub of CeraVe moisturizing cream. This is for my body. It's a little bit too thick to put on my face, so I use it all over my body after the shower. If I'm having a really bad dry patch, I use this. And girl, this was free, covered by my freaking insurance. These are like $20. As well as the moisturizing face cream. This is for my face because it's a little bit lighter, and yeah, this is actually also covered by my insurance, and these are like $15 bottles, so thank the Lord in the heavens above. So now that we kind of went through all like the nitty and gritty, I'm gonna put up pictures of my skin, how it is now. I just want to say that it is so important to talk to your dermatologist about this. Like, please, please, please do your research, because it will not work for everyone. If you have any product recommendations, if you have any questions, leave them down below, or you can DM me, like whatever. I check everything. I just want to record my progress. I also want to educate people, because it is so, I think, immature to just go around saying, oh, I'm gonna go on Accutane, because your doctor will not prescribe you Accutane if you have 2 pimples. It is literally ridiculous. So please educate yourself before starting Accutane. Accutane is just such a important part in people's lives who have really bad acne. It is like a life-changing prescription for pill, drug, whatever you want to call it for them. And it is not cute or trendy to go around saying you're gonna go on it. So rather than going around saying I'm gonna go on it just to be cute and trendy, not cute. Those are probably the same girls who are like, I got this from the thrift store and it's actually from like Forever 21. So anyways, I'm going to end this on a positive note. This is gonna be a really fun series. I am really excited to continue doing these videos and to document everything. I actually am doing a shorter version of these videos on my TikTok, so make sure to go follow that. It's all in the description below. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye!